Hey guys, Mike Shamon here, and I'm just going to do a tutorial on Gravity Forms today. Um, Gravity Forms is really easy to use. There's a lot of cool add-ons that they offer, and I'll just go through some of those right now. So basically what you need to do is you need to go to Gravity Forms, get a license. Um, all these add-ons are the developer license, so if you have just a regular Gravity Forms license, it's not going to be, you're not going to have all the add-ons that you see. But go to Gravity Forms, get a license, install the plugin, link it to your account with the token that they give you, and then that's it. But here's some of the add-ons that they have, and this is one of the things that makes Gravity Forms so versatile and so trusted and usable with your WordPress site. They have all these different plugins that you can use. I'm not going to go through and name them all, but you can just see for yourself what they are. You know, your email list, your Awebers, your MailChimps, your GetResponses, all those. They have the Stripes, the PayPals. They have these cool ones, the polls, quiz, signature add-on. This would be like if you want to have somebody sign something, they can just sign it with their mouse. There's an option for that. Slack, if anybody uses Slack, it incorporates with Slack. There's a Stripe in the survey. The user registration add-on, this is big if you're doing membership signups with your website to that extent. Those items, registration, that's cool. So all these are really great add-ons that you can use for Gravity Forms. But if you want to make a form, install the Gravity form, add new, and then title it. But just to start, we just do a regular form, like a contact form. Basically be name, email, on a phone, and then sometimes I like to leave a message. So that'd be under standard fields and paragraph text. So each of these boxes have options, and you just click the drop down. And if you want to rename this, you do that there. If you want any description, and these little question marks are good to remind you of what they are. But then some of these have other options, like this name field. We can just do name. If there's a prefix, if you only want the first name. Now let's say you just wanted to say name and nothing else, or you want it to be required. Check required. But say you can't get to something that you want it to be. Maybe you just want it to be one line. You don't want to say first. You don't want to say anything else. You can go back here and you can adjust these placeholders. But there's something that you may be able to do, and that is just instead of do the name one, you can just do a single line text. And then you can just name this one, name. And make it required. In the appearance tab on these options, you also have field size. So small, medium, and large. I always do large, that way it spans the full width of the input. Alright, and then if you wanted to do a custom CSS class, you could specify that here. I did a video about this with Gravity Forms columns, and you can check that out. I'll include that in the description below. And also this field label visibility. This is not a usual default Gravity Form option, but it's very easy to put this in if you want to do that. I also made a video about that. That is in the description. But that basically just hides the top name, the top label. If you want to put a placeholder here, you could do that. And then the advanced are admin label fields, and then values, which is a little bit more, and conditional logic, which is basically like if somebody chooses this, you can make another input pop up. And we'll go through that in a second here, but the reason I was showing you this was because I was basically saying, if you can't find something like an option you want, just do a single line of text and label it what you want it. All right, but you can see in these other fields, they have the same options and what size you want it to be, and you can choose if you want the description to be above or below. So if this was important text, important info. So you see how it's below. If you want to go back here and choose above, it'll move above. And the phone also has this no duplicates, so that's a pretty cool option to kind of prevent spam if you want to use that. This is the message or the paragraph box. Same options. So let's say you wanted to make this multiple page form. What you could do is you could go down here to post fields, or standard fields, and go to page. So this is a page break. Okay, so basically if we update this form, okay, I'm just going to update it. I'm just going to go to preview. All right, you see there's this step 1 of 2. So once we enter this, then it takes us to the second step where we enter our message and submit. So that's a page break. Okay, you can also do a section. So if this is a special section, and this could just be like, so say this form has like multiple, you want their address information, or you want like you can like do employment info, and then you can have labels for their address and everything like that. If you choose this address button, it adds it to the form. You slide it up, and there's an address. You don't have to do anything, just one click, it has all those lines. And then in the options, you can choose what they have. So I selected if you're only appealing to people in Florida, that's the default option. And again, you can configure all these other details. All right, so let's see what the conditional logic is. So the conditional logic is basically, let's see this. If you choose a question, and actually you can do this with checkboxes, or you can do this with radio buttons. It's actually probably a better choice to do this with, since that's a one selection option. Where the other checkboxes, you can check multiple boxes, but we'll just do first, second, third choice. Actually, make it unique. Let's do this. And it's like a question here. Okay, and we're gonna make this required. And then this one, is going to be conditional logic. So enable conditional logic. So it says show this field if all of the following match. So this is where you select what form you want to match with this. So if their name is, and you enter the value, then it will appear. Okay, so let me show you here. If I go question here, show this field if all the following, if question here is second, show this question. Okay. So now what we're going to do is update form. So I updated the form. All right. So here's our question here. Okay, so if I go first, nothing appears. Third, nothing appears. Second, check all that apply. So I can check that one. And then if you want this one to be a conditional logic, then you can go to another one. So if they check this, and this, then it takes them to another question. So that's one of the things that's cool about the conditional logic. And you can also use this with your products. So for example, let's say you have a product, okay? All right, and you can choose what it is, what type of field. So if you want to drop down, and then first choice is 10, 15. Okay. All right, so there's that. And then let's say you get another product. And this one may be like insurance. You want insurance. And this is going to be a just radio, yes or no question. Update. Okay, so there's like a little thing there that happened. I'm not sure if it was me or if it was the website. So I just refreshed it real fast. But so here's our product name, and say they choose whatever product. Let's go to conditional logic, and let's see if they choose the third product, then they're offered insurance. Okay. All right, and go update. So this is basically, you can connect this to your payment gateway, Stripe, Authorize.net, PayPal. And actually, you know what? I'm going to make all these not required because it's going to be annoying to fill this out. But you can link this in with your Stripe or Authorize.net. Make sure you have an HTTPS, and you can accept payments right on your website there. And this is all you have to set up. So, and remember, this is with the developer license. I'm not sure what options are or are not available on just the regular one, but I know that this one is the developer license, so they have different options. You may not have all these product options and special features if you don't have the developer one. So this is where you choose product name, third, and then there you can sell the insurance right there. And if you wanted to price these out, and then you can put a total button, pricing fields, total. And again, all you have to do is click this, and it appears on the bottom. All right, there it is, update form. And again, if you wanted to charge shipping or if they want to have options, refresh. So there's those conditional. As you can see, the first choice was only $10. Okay, if I want to do second choice, it goes to 50, and then third choice is 70. Okay, and then based on what insurance you get. But this is extremely easy to use, and you can integrate with wish list. There's a couple special plugins you need for that, but with the user registration, that's a really cool feature. And now if you want to do the other options, like, okay, notifications. So notifications, where does your form go? Where does your form go? Click here, this is the admin notification for this form, and it goes to the admin email. So you can put whatever email address you want in here, okay? Or you could do a field. So say you have an email field, this will send an email to the person. So say I'm filling out a form, I put my email address in, this sends an email address to me, this sends me an email whenever this form is filled out. And then you would put the BCC as yourself or the person who wants to collect the information, the business, okay? You can also do a configure routing, okay? So this is good if you have like, let's say you have like 3 businesses. This is good to like set up. So business 1, if they, on the form, maybe there's like a location, okay? What location you want to use. So you can go, if send to, this is where the email address goes. Okay, send to email@aol.com if the question, if the product is second choice. Okay, then you just go send to this email address if the product name is first choice. So you see what it did there? Somebody can go to your business, choose location ABC. If they choose that location B, it sends an email to the manager for location B. They get this, they're the only ones that get this email, besides you, if you're copied on the BCC. And it presents this form in a nice, organized way. It's very easy, very clear to read. And then you can set up update notification when you have all this sorted out here. The from name, you don't really have to, from your business, okay? From email is the admin email, whatever email you want, okay? Confirmations, this is basically after they fill the form out, what are they gonna see? So they go through, they hit the submit button, thanks for contacting us, we'll get in touch with you shortly. Do you want them to receive this message? Do you want them to go to a new page? Okay, or do you want to redirect them to a different URL? So redirecting to a different URL would be good. Let's say if you have a landing page and you're using just an email subscribe form and you want to redirect them to an affiliate offer. That's when you would do something like redirect, okay? Or maybe they fill out your a form to become a member and you want to redirect them to the membership page, or you want to redirect them to your cart page, wherever you want to redirect them to. And this is page within your website, okay? The redirects for page outside of your websites. Okay, and then the form settings are basically what we use. The basic form settings, your form name, you want your labels, okay? What type of input do you want? So it says submit on the form now, okay? If you wanted to make this a special, like buy now button or submit, you can do that, upload an image, and put the correct path in. Okay, you could do conditional logic with the buttons. If you, let's say you have a long form, maybe an application form, and it's a few different pages with the page breaks that we did, you can enable a save and continue. And you can see here this little warning about securing the information. Remember, make sure you have an HTTPS if you are doing that. And then, restrictions, and then other options. Okay, So once you're ready to add your form to your website, what you want to do is you want to go to Pages, Add New. So once you go to a new page, okay, it has this Add Form button. Okay, so if I click Add Form, there's a drop down, and I can select what form I want to use. If I want to display the title, if I want to display the description, there's advanced options, but I wouldn't worry about those. I just go to Insert Form, and now Publish. All right. And now the form is on the site. So that's how you add the form to your website. And you can add multiple forms if you want. And you can copy this and you can paste it wherever. So let's say you want this in the sidebar, copy it and go to Appearance, Widgets, go to your sidebar and place it in the sidebar there. But that's how you add the Gravity Forms to your website. The Gravity Forms is a really great tool to have on your website, and it's just a lot of options and a lot of different things you can do to if you need a form. I'm sure that this Gravity Forms can probably do it for you. And also there's a lot of developers that do custom options for Gravity Forms, so you gotta keep that in mind as well. So people know how to use it, a lot of people work with it, and it's a really great form to use. So that's it for this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it.